Hello everyone, this is Shivam, and in this video we will learn about the left outer join and right outer join in Power Query. So we have two tables and I will go to data tab, and this first table is not a normal range. It is already converted into the table format, and I will go to get in transform group, and here I can find an option which is called from table or range. So what I am doing is I will be pushing this data into the Power Query, and I will make a connection of it so that this data should connect with the Power domain. So what I will do is I will click on this from table or range button, and this will open a new window for me. And this is the Power Query window. And here what we need to do is we need to create a connection first. So for creating a connection, what we will do is, because we don't know, we don't need any kind of transformation. If we need to do any kind of transformation or changes with the database, so you can do that. For example, if I don't need a time here, I just need a date. I can simply click on the date and replace current. So my date is correct. So for example, if you need some transformation, you can do it. Otherwise, you can escape, because we just need to create a connection first. So I will quickly go to close the load menu, and here I will not select close and load, because if I click on close and load, the exact data will be pasted on Excel interface. What I need to do is I need to create a connection, and for creating a connection I will click on close and load to button, and here import data window will appear. And I will just click on only create connection, because I just need to create a connection of this table into the Power Query. So I selected only create connection option, and I will press OK here. So as soon as I press OK, you can see that the table 1 connection only has been shown in right side of my desk panel. And you can also preview the data as well. So now for the second table, I will also create a connection for the second table. And again, I will go to the data tab, and I will click on from table or range. And here the Power Query window will appear. We have a preview of our data, and for creating a connection, I will just click on close and load to again. And I will select only create connection option, and I will press OK. So now we have two tables, table 1 and table 2, and both are successfully made as a connection. Now our duty is to apply a different kind of joins and give you a demonstration that how different kinds of joins behave as an output. For example, let's merge the data and apply the joins. Okay. What we need to do is we will go to the data option, and from this menu we will go to combine queries, and here you can see two different options. The first one is the merge and the second one is the append. So merge and append, both are two different things. We will be applying merge in these first examples. For the appending, we will come later on this video. So we will go to the merge option, and a window will appear in front of you where we need to select the different tables. So we have two tables. So on the first, we will select the table 1, which gives us preview of all those 4 columns, and at the bottom we will select table 2. So for instance, as I told you earlier in the video, whatever table you are selecting at the first will be known as left table, and at the bottom, whichever table you select, this is for the right table. And then you have a choice between different kinds of joins to apply. And as I told you earlier in the video in much detail as fundamentals, that each kind of join gives you a different kind of an output. So starting with the primarily the most common type of a join, which is called the left outer join, which do all of the first matching from the second right. So I will click on this, and also I need to identify the primary key for matching between these two tables. So as I know, the product ID is most commonly available between these two tables. So I will just click on the product ID column in table 1 and table 2. And as you can see at the bottom, the selection matches 3 of the 8 rows from the first table as soon as I press OK. There will be an output in the Power Query interface. So now here is this interface. You can see that the first 4 columns represent the left table in which we have the product ID, product name, date and amount. And from the second table, if you open this drop down menu, and the second table we have product ID, product name, stock, location as well. Right? So if you need some specific column, you can just check mark. If you don't need any column, you can uncheck that also. For the aggregate side, if you want to do some calculation, you will go to the aggregate side. But for in our current scenario, we don't need to perform any aggregation. We just need to expand the data from the right table. And also we need to uncheck the option which is called the use original column name as prefix, because this is not relevant here. So I will press OK. All the transactions from the table 2, which is the right table, which we are matching from the table 1, has been expanded, and after that I need to click on close and load button to get my output finally on Excel interface. So now the Power Query will bring all the data by applying the left join on my Excel interface. So this is how you can apply the left join between 2 tables. Next, we can demonstrate about the right join again. We will go to data tab, get data combine queries, and we will click on merge. First, we will select the table 1, and the second, we will select the table 2. And now you can see that there is a difference. Previously, it was showing the menu. Now let's join the table 1 in table 2, but now here it is showing merge 1. So later on, if you need to apply the merging or joins between new tables as well, you can do that. But for now, in this example, we will be applying merging joins between table 1 and table 2. And in this example, now we are applying the right outer join. So if any IT guy is doing this kind of job, he would be writing an SQL well. And for the SQL, you need to write some lines of coding. So now this is the advantage for the business user, that he doesn't need to write any kind of a coding. He just need to select the right kind of a join from the list, and then he can get the output as well very easily. So this is the self-service business intelligence from the Microsoft, that the business users don't need to deep dive into the coding whole day, as he just need to understand the right purpose and the concept of the joins and the other application features, so that he can do his work without any dependency on the IT as well. So now in this situation, we have applied the right auto join, and when I press OK, again the interface goes into the Power Query window, and then from here we will be expanding the table 2. And when the data is expanded, now if we want to do any transformation, we can do transformation. We have a lot of features available, or we can simply click on close and do. And now the data has been joined, and you can see the output of a right UI. So all the transaction in the right table plus the matching from the left table is being merged together. Okay. Thank you.